Start your engines. The future of transportation is revealed this week at the 2012 North American International Auto Show. Kelley Blue Book's Micah Muziol is joining us from Detroit this morning. Good morning. How's it going at the show?
Yeah, good morning to you. It's a good time out here. In fact, this is the biggest auto show of the season, and so a lot of really cool cars being shown here. In fact, I'm here at the Nissan display next to this Nissan Pathfinder concept, and people all around here are taking pictures of it, which is pretty cool. In fact, you know, one of the big trends, you always look at what are the big trends that pop up at the auto show, and fuel economy is absolutely huge. In fact, the Pathfinder that I'm looking at, they're talking about a 25% increase in fuel economy when this comes to market in the fall. So yeah, you're seeing a lot of fuel economy news. Also just a lot of straight up cool cars. Yeah,
tell me, what's the coolest car that you think you've seen so far? Tell me some of the really neat ones that you've seen.
Let's see, there's a couple of cool cars. There's an Acura NSX concept, which is their supercar. It's going to be a neat V6 hybrid. There's a Lexus LFLC concept, which is super swoopy and really cool looking, but I can't afford either of those. So one of the cars that I'm interested in is the Hyundai Veloster Turbo, which is a pretty neat car. It was unveiled yesterday, and what's cool is it's a turbo, so it's got 201 horsepower, which is a 63 horsepower bump over the regular car. And yet it gets 38 miles per gallon on the freeway with the manual transmission, which is really impressive. And that's one of the things you're seeing. You're seeing good power, good economy. And by the way, did you notice that paint job, that matte gray paint job? You can actually get that straight from the dealership. Just check that box. And so you're getting all that stuff and really cool design too.
That is really cool. Now, what about safety for all of us parents out there worrying about our kids? Anything specific with that?
Yeah, actually, I'm right across the way from the Infiniti booth, and they've got some neat technology over there. They've got a cross-traffic warning system where when you're backing out of a spot, let's say you're at the mall, and it'll warn you if a car's coming from the side, and it can even apply the brakes to keep you from backing into somebody that's passing behind you. So you're seeing a lot more active, dynamic systems that prevent the accident before they happen. And then also, like, just a proliferation of airbags. The Dodge Dart, which was introduced yesterday, it's a compact car. They're talking 10 airbag standard, so a lot of safety, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, can you tell us about some of the more innovative designs and never before seen debuts at the show?
Yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff here. I'm a big fan of, there's the Mini Roadster, which I think is pretty neat. I don't know if that's innovative, but I think it's pretty cool. There was the Volkswagen E-Bugster concept, which is sort of a chop-top Volkswagen. But I think in terms of innovative design, Ford introduced their new Fusion, and it's neat because it's just a mainstream family sedan, and yet it kind of, in profile, almost looks like a Jaguar, and from the front has a little bit of Aston Martin in it. And this is just in a family sedan that you're just going to see out on the street, but some really compelling design there. So, I mean, that's the real story.
I drove a Ford Fusion as a rental car, and it was really cool, sleek, lots of good stuff to it. Anything new with the Ford Fusion this year?
They've got a whole new design, but they're really pushing the fuel economy again. So they have a regular gasoline-powered version. They also have a hybrid version, and then I think the most interesting one is the plug-in hybrid, which is supposed to get a 100 mile per gallon equivalent, which is impeccable fuel economy, just in a regular family sedan. So, it really is just a great time to be a car buyer.
All right, now what are your picks for Best in Show?
What's that now?
What are your picks for Best in Show?
Oh, Best in Show? Yeah, I don't know. It really depends on what you like. I'm a really big fan of small cars, small, compact, awesome cars. And Chevy introduced a couple of concepts, one of which really appeals to me. It's called the Code 130R. It's a neat little rear drive concept. And what's cool is that they may very well bring it to market if we all clap our hands and wish and hope and pray maybe they'll make it a real car. So that's one of those cars that I'm hoping I can get to drive in the not too distant future.
All right. Thank you so much, Micah. Really good information and cool stuff.
Great. Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll be right back.